Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Taken at the goal line.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And he works free. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense. Able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of. Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another. That's going to set up first and goal.
Robinson. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal.
Ritter fires quickly out wide.
Touchdown! Calvin Ridley, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Falcons are on the board first here this afternoon.
Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Kelly. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
You talk about this Falcon defense.
They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Kelly. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's 3rd and 3. Pass hauled in by Johnston. Finding space at the 40. Down the left sideline. Inside the 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Quentin Johnston, 77 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 7. Ritter will set up to throw it. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A give left side to Robinson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 47 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Robinson up the middle.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10.
Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, Sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
And the Falcons are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Robinson looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown.
Bijan Robinson, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year.
And the Falcons have taken the lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
The Charger drive about to get going. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that first down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough with a lot of polish, nice little buffing. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They'll go again with Kelly. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on third. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Third and 12.
Off play action. Turner. And that is incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
A 4th down, so the Chargers trot out J.K. Scott.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return.
And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just...
It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 53 yards.
And normally when you think about huge field-flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver or that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Back to throw, Ritter. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons go up by 2 touchdowns. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They'll start things on the ground, but now this is going to be a reverse. And that one going to be slowed up before it can really get going. Good work defensively to read the trickery and make the stop.
But we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Robinson will try to pick it up. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
A gain of 3. It's now
They'll run for it with Robinson. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Robinson with another carry. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 83 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Robinson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
a loss of 3. Brings up 2nd.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Falcons have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Off the play fake. Turner. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Turner. Off play action. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
And Brandon, how many times have we talked with these rookies out there, and then we finally hear from them that the game slowed down and they're able to handle things? Not so far for this rookie, because right now, back-to-back drives, they picked him off. Not college football anymore. He's got to find a way to handle what these defenses throw at him.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Falcons continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
Darius Davis on the return. The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Flush to his right. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. And that's Grady Jarrett who forced his way through to register the sack.
Well, this certainly feels like complimentary football to me, partner, because the momentum from the team's touchdown drive looks like it's made its way over to the defense. They're working together in tandem now. Offense gets in the end zone. Defense with a big sack on the first play of the following drive.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Falcons 35, Chargers 7.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. From a couple yards deep, and all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football, and the Falcons grab it. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line. So they take the deficit into the lockers. You know they had plans to receive the football. A nice drive, instead a fumble on the kickoff.
And that can be demoralizing right there because, as you pointed out, they had designs on coming out and, okay, we're going to change things here in the second half. Instead, with a deficit already, they cough it up, and now they've got to find a way to keep the score from mounting bigger against them. We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do.
Touchdown, Falcons! DJ Chark, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent, and they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off of that. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the third quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, The guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seam.
And now the rookie's free. Down the sideline he goes. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 59 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Buying time to his left. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Ready?
They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you.
Ritter cannot escape, and they bring him down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Under pressure, they got him again. Sebastian Joseph Day dropping him for the 2nd straight play. Might want to think about blocking him here on 3rd down.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Sebastian Joseph Day. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And not a great punt here. Out of bounds in the air. They're going to say this one doesn't even get to the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Sullivan. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Call that a very strong gain of 24. A give left side, Kelly. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Ready?
And that will be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Here's Kelly on fourth down. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Set, cut.
Again, it's Robinson. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Ready, set. Black shot. Ready.
Off the play fake. Here's Franks. They'll roll him out right. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Steal. Check steal. Ready.
Now Kelly running left. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Slide through. Ready.
Now Franks. And this is caught at the 8. Touchdown, Chargers. From 21 yards away. And the Chargers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Here's Robinson. Here's Robinson. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Come on, set.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Hut, hut.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
The offense on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8.
Ritter back to throw.
Hard throw, incomplete.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Returnable here for Davis. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And out across midfield down to the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Chargers are able to cut into that deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
On the double.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
10 cycles. Ready.
Going play action. Ritter. Crossing route incomplete. He's got Pitts.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
Ready.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Ready. Right.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Ready.
At the 26-yard
Hand
line.
off now to Robinson.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
And now a give, but this is going to be a reverse. And that one going to be slowed up before it could really get going. Good work defensively to read the trickery and make the stop.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown. Bijan Robinson. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. So a big decision there to go on 4th down. Gets him not only to first, but gets him the touchdown as well.
And Brandon, you and I know that all these coaches tell us if every play is executed the way it's designed, it goes for a touchdown. But let's be honest. They were shooting for the first down on that one, and boy, were they fortunate to take it all the way in.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Okay, ready?
The Charger drive about to get going. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Set, hut. Set.
Setting up play action. Franks. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Ready.
Here's 2nd and 10. They go play action with Franks. He finds his man complete. That's Sullivan. That goes for a gain of 31.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
On first down, here's Franks. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Steel, black.
Franks. Touchdown. A great effort there. With now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Chargers get a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21.
Falcons 49, Chargers 28.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles. So the final seconds of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Ritter has it knocked down. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visited and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for Atlanta, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.